Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. So, I put up a poll recently for what would be my next nostalgia game, and I left a list of different animal types, and amphibians won. It's probably worth saying that my original plan was for it to be Frogger 1, but that's a really old game. I can't seem to get the music working on it, so we're going to hit Frogger 2 instead, which is just slightly newer, and so less likely to go horribly wrong. It has music, and that's really what's important, isn't it? So, for a start, this is an old enough game that we actually have a demo mode to show off future levels. That's nice. There is a multiplayer mode which I won't be able to show off properly. There is an arcade mode which is unlocked by actually doing things in the story. Yeah, we have multiplayer over here, but I don't have anyone I want to play with. I can't go into the arcade machine until I go into here. Chapter 1, Baby Frog Rescue. You know it's an old game because of that type font. Rescue 5 baby frogs to complete the level. Press return to hop over, to super hop over an obstacle. Press right shift to slurp up bonuses. So everything is tied to a very short and small amount of them. Press return twice to double jump over gaps. I can also slurp up that fish. You can also double jump to reach high places. Press right control to croak and find baby frogs. Ah, hidden purple frog over here. Hop onto a switch to activate it. Watch out for Frogger's enemies! So yeah, even though it's just a cardboard cutout of Swampy, it will kill you. Training complete. Press return to continue. Oh. It struck me that there's one thing I want to... Okay, yeah, I wanted to know if I was on hard mode or not. I'm on hard mode. We have a hard time limit for each level. There are coins to collect for special bonuses. There are, I think, that we only have 6 lives. I might end up getting humbled by this game because it is based on a very old arcade quarter muncher. Does this... Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I set this to hard mode off screen. I clearly am not quite... Maybe I could do it, but here's the thing. I also want to collect all the coins, and I won't have enough time to collect the coins this way, so we're going to go on normal mode. I guess hard mode is more for when you're actually a bit warmed up with the game and not just getting back into it. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. If you miss a frog and it passes away, then it'll let out a croak of dismay to let you know, hey, you got close to me. Come back. Although we couldn't have done anything about the purple frog there. I think we actually missed a coin here. There's supposed to be 25 per level, so why did we... No bonus for you. And yeah, wait, 40-second time limit there. So we don't just play as the titular Frogger, we also play as his girlfriend Lily at times. I'm not exactly sure what I expected to happen there. I need to point out that this is a bit more rigid. Original Frogger He's Back is way ruder in the game because not only does it have the time limit by default, but you get sent back to the start after every frog you get, so you do have to make your way through a lot of obstacles all over again. Baby frogs act as checkpoints in this game. And also, you didn't have exactly much in the way of lives. Let me think. What's the number? 3, 6. I think you got 9 lives by default. You could use the double jump to get past that, but if you use the double jump, then you'd miss out on the coins. All coins collected. Opened Toad Road. And we got a silver trophy. It's not the best time, but it's better than nothing. Oh, but this music. So yeah, collecting enough coins will unlock new oh, I got the best time! Mac. Because we're not going to fit Ekam in there, are we? Somehow his evil master plan involves going to space. For the record, I did properly try to get Frogger 1 working. I tried getting out a VOD. No, sorry, ROM. I tried downloading a ROM from abandonware sites, and unfortunately I just couldn't get the audio working on that, even when I was looking at the comments saying, hey, how come there's no audio for this? And so after giving up on that, I went and tried it with Frogger 2. I feel like I'm missing something, but no. No, I was just imagining it. I went and got a ROM for Frogger 2, and that crashed the game outright. I went digging around in the garage and actually found there's a trick. There's actually a trick to that. If you jump towards something but then immediately hit enter, then it counts as a double jump in that direction. So I can't really do it here, but you did see what I was doing with those coins earlier. I went digging around in the garage. I found Frogger 1. It crashed the moment I started it up as well. That didn't go well. Then I went back and I found Frogger 2. And unfortunately that crashed too. I'm sorry. This is actually a hallucination. You've been imagining this entire Let's Play so far. No. Obviously that's the one that actually worked. Mind you, it then took quite a bit of work for me to try and get the image to actually look nice. Because at first, because it's for much lower, this is still a very old game. This is PlayStation 1 age, and we're in PlayStation 5. Remember, this is 4 console generations old. Oh yeah, I had to do some finagling with OBS to get a resolution I actually liked. But I got it, and now I'm just going to do the entire game. That's right, I am actually going to try and record the entire story mode in one evening because it's actually pretty long, and I don't want to risk things going weird. These water buffalo, I guess? They turn at the blue tiles, so it's easy to tell where the safe parts are. This only opens up once you've gotten enough frogs, I'm pretty sure, so you can't soft lock yourself. Hey, extra life. Okay, I'm getting a bit careless now. Because I'm trying to rush. You'd think standing on the head would be dangerous, but no, they are pretty much just big platforms. Something not mentioned, if you hold down the enter button, then you glide so it can delay your movement just a smidge. Delay the landing. It can be pretty important if you're trying to avoid landing on something nasty. Oh, we just got a little bit scratched. It's not the end of the world. Opened like clockwork. Well, that's not exactly working out for us, is it? So now we're back to Frogger, playing these two levels. Or playing two levels. One thing I will give this game, the double jump makes it much easier to get over enemies than it was with the absolutely monstrously strict timing you had to do for Frogger 1. Because you just had a single jump, so you had to time just as they're getting there, and sometimes the enemies didn't line up very nicely. And no, these are giant ants. We can't slurp them up with our tongue. I wonder if these are supposed to be soldier ants, or if they're just spiders pretending to be ants, or what. Ow. Ooh, we're having a bit of trouble with timing these leaves, aren't we? Oh, that's a big bug. And now we've got flying ants, because why not? When you're confident about where you're going, you can move very fast in this game. And if you're too confident, then that happens. You have to remember, this was based on this was the original pay. Arcade games were the original pay to win. They wanted to get as many plays out of you as they possibly could. So so they would make them extremely brutal. And this is nicer than the Frogger He's Back game. This is just... the developers knew better about what they were doing this time around. And now it's lava. Okay, have to remember there's a lot of delay on those fire spouts. Ow. Oh, I was not fast enough on the enter key. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I don't like it. Like some sort of cross between a praying mantis and a slug. We are burning through lives, though. And I was talking about this being easier than Frogger 1. Well, I guess I am coming in mostly unpracticed. I don't remember when I did my practice recording for Frogger 1. Yeah, I did actually have this idea a while ago. But I did remember, yeah, the audio isn't exactly there. I've got to be I'll have to fix that when I do the actual LP. And then I couldn't figure out how to fix it, so it sort of went onto my backlog for Let's Plays for about, well, months, I guess. Right, I remember now. The problem with this part is that if you go down, you can't really see where the camera is. So you don't know where it's safe to come back up. Quick hop. I think you can super hop from up lower if you want to avoid, if you don't care about the coins. Speaking of which, we only got 23 coins. We missed one. Lava Palaver. 2 coins missed, no bonus for you. I'm not surprised that we got 3 minutes and 27 seconds out of that one. Remember, just push every button and sooner or later it'll work. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to learn to figure out how to launch a rocket, you just push every button! So now we have a series of... we have 2 Lily levels back to back. Unfortunately, so if what I recall from YouTube videos that I've watched on these games is correct, the people who made Frogger He's Back also made Frogger 2. I was not very daring on that one and it cost me dearly. The same people who made the first Frogger 3D game also made the second one, but then they were kicked off the game but then Hasbro replaced them with someone else, unfortunately. So they actually went on to make their own Frogger clone called Zapper. One wicked cricket. And you can tell that they were starting to really get the hang of the formula. Unfortunately, I don't think Zapper did very well. You can jump across sideways like that if you're impatient, but I feel like I've run a little low on lives. Oops. You can tell that they were figuring out what works and what doesn't, and that they were honing the craft, I suppose is one way to put it. But I guess Zappa just didn't get the attention it needed. Insult to injury, why not? I guess Zappa just didn't get the attention it needed to take off, so it only got one. No! Darn it! I just saw that coin. We can't go back up, but we can restart the level. Oh, and that's the 30-minute mark. What a sneaky place to put a coin. Okay, this is a puzzle. These robot monkeys are going to follow you every time you take a step. Or attempt to take a step. If you try to move into a wall, then it ends up one step, then they still take one step, so it can get rather hairy. They're actually making me work for these coins now. But Zappa is actually available on Steam, so that is possibly a game that I could let's play. Aw, man. But yeah, I could let's play Zappa if I feel like it. It is a game that I've played before, so I would have nostalgic thoughts about it, I guess. Ooh, the rotten monkey. Not exactly sure how you'd get past that, but I guess I didn't really need to try. I've already spent the life to get there. Oh wait, that's how you'd do it. You'd get onto here, and then you'd double jump to that tile over there. And now we've got robots on stilts. If you want, you could cross through that center area when it's not electrical. It isn't permanently up, but then you're giving up your chance to get these coins. At least I thought it wasn't up permanent. Okay, it looks like it's actually more a case of it'll rarely be off. Music? Oh boy, it's doing... The level's gone on for so long that it's actually gone around and it's playing Gardens music now. Oh dear. Keep in mind that this double jump wasn't in Frogger. Well, I probably already said that the double jump wasn't in Frogger 1. You could only go up by one tile ahead of you. There was also a Frogger Game Boy Advance game where the super jump is always forward by one square. Forward by two squares, not instead of one, so you didn't have a way to get safely over an enemy if it was two danger in a row. Let's go to space. What's the worst that could happen? Rescue the babies. This is going to be a very unique level because we only have 3 places we can stand. He's going to dump baby frogs out every now and then. You can tell what lane they're attacking by looking at the color. Blue in the middle, red on the left, yellow on the right. If it's grey, then it shouldn't be pestering us, but I guess the explosives on the sides might cause trouble. So there is actually a hard time limit to how long this will take. And we already have 25 coins, so all we have to do is grab the final frog. If we miss a frog, then we can get it on the next loop, but it also means we lost time. Oh wait, no. I said hard time limit, but if you die, then you start back at the rocket. So I guess as long as a flawless run, then it'll be max time. Yeah, 1 minute and 7 seconds. Let's be fair, this is pretty good music as well. want that coin. Oh, but there are better checkpoints here, I guess. Oh wait, it's the red one! Oh, this is how you get up there, isn't it? And at the end is a teleporter to send you back to this central zone. Is it just me, or did everything slightly pick up in speed? Yeah, it's probably just me. Push the button, close the door. Don't run into the weird robot pointy face things. Push the button, pull the thing. And now, because we've collected the yellow and the green, it opens a different door. Although you can actually get them in whatever order you want. Those laser gates are just, guidelines, really. And then we've got this tower at the top. Auto hop power up. Hold down the button and you'll automatically hop in that direction. And now we just need to find the red frog, which was on those rocks in the middle. But I don't actually remember which branch it was on. Oh wait, we missed a few coins. Let's grab those before we move on. Ow. Remember, too much television is bad for you. The Purple Frog Tower that I just did, you can tell which lane the enemies are in because it's always the... Where am I going with this? No, not the quick hop! Okay, he's on the very top branch. Why am I playing so sloppy now? Each enemy occupies a different lane, so you can tell which lane is under attack just by looking at it. I really don't have time to explain this game. I'm too busy focusing on the mild brutality of it. He's advertising tacky video games. Actually, it might not be tacky video games, it might just be... Yeah. We'll figure it out later. I'm pretty sure that by this point, it is possible to fall to your death. There's a certain height at which your frogs will die if they hit the ground. I don't know whether this is it or not. I'd really rather not waste lives finding out. Ooh, that was a bad situation. Yeah, I just got unlucky that they lined up at that point. You know what, I bet I could just double jump over the upper level guy from one of the boxes. And that would be terminal velocity. Alright, let's try. Yep, that works. The quick hop screwed me over. Darn it. And this one doesn't have a door to drop into, so he just goes back and forth. Gotcha. There's no real score system in this game, so I guess they're a lot more generous with giving out lives. And that's what happens when you get impatient. Auto hop. I kind of don't want the auto hop though, because I want to stop and get all of these. I don't know why I sat there and took it. I guess I was in such a... I think I was just in my auto. I need to wait for this lightning to stop, and then I got hit by the monster instead because I wanted the coins. Oh, that was a bad time for them to meet up, I think. Well, at least it was... yeah, at least it didn't start an incredibly unsuitable music track. Wart available. So I think that means that we've gotten all of the retro stages unlocked, and so now it's going to unlock new characters for arcade mode. Or multiplayer, whichever you're playing more of. Go this way! Go that way! Hit this switch to turn off the electricity. Hit this switch to turn the flow of things back on. And hit that switch to bring out the bridge. I think it would just be permanently lightning if we hadn't got the lightning switch earlier. And that was a teleporter which sent us back here, so yeah. Watch out for the asteroid mashers here. Also watch out for the asteroids. Whoops. Yeah, because we don't get points in this mode. Oh, what a rude auto hop. You know, I had a train of thought at some point, but I don't remember what that train of thought was now. Auto hop. Oh, I think I do remember now. It was auto hop is supposed to be a lot more useful than this, but it just keeps hitting me at the wrong time. So, hit the yellow switch, not the brown switch. The yellow switch makes the frog go forward, hopefully to a point that we can reach it. The brown switch makes it go back. Oh yeah. Remember what I said about you can tell what monster it is by looking at the lane, or what lane they are by looking at the type of monster? Yeah, that's also this thing. Unfortunately, it keeps turning. You know what? Screw the auto hop. I think it would be faster if I just go myself because it's clearly not working out for me. And now the music's died, so it's probably going to start playing something new soon. What track is it gonna be? Oh. Man, this is so tall that it even expects you to need second dose of auto hop and quick hop. I'm sure at some point I memorized how to do this. That I could use the auto and quick hop. Oh! Okay, that last one is actually too fast. We can't use the double jump to get past it, we've got to use our actual feet. Yeah, super jump is actually kind of slow, isn't it? I forgot what lane that one was going to be in. We didn't actually get new Spacesuckers. We didn't actually get new music to play. Tank available. 5 minutes, though we aren't breaking any records with that. And now for the final world, Graveyard. Oh yeah, these ghosts! They're gonna follow you all over the place. So apparently Lily is supposed to be the big sister to all of the baby frogs in general, even though there's quite a lot of them. Now we just have some zombified hands and feet marching about. I guess it's less well, no, it is a graveyard theme, but it's just general horror themed. Oh, that gate won't open until we get the baby frog right. Oh no, he's back again! Now there's more of them! I don't recall seeing any major secrets, or even places that we would have seen them since the ruined world, I think. I'm surprised I got through that. I would have thought the axe got me. Ruby available. Yeah, I'm gonna beat this game in one scene run recording. Wow. Did you seriously just wave her goodbye? Did you seriously stand on that obvious trap door? Yep, the ground is giving way here. Move with caution. Oh. Yeah, I guess I misspoke earlier. Sometimes you get checkpoints anyway, you don't need them connected to baby frogs. We need to get out yet, so the thing about this guy is that he's apparently cursed that baby frog over there because the frog just teleports all over the place while he's chasing us, but getting the purple frog will make him disappear. And now a giant cauldron, because why the frick not? The auto hop probably would have been nice for that last part, but I feel like I have good enough button mashing or keyboard mashing skills, I guess, to not need it. Ow. I think I'd rather have control over how many steps I know I'm going to take than have it Frogger constantly overshooting. That very same rat got me. Okay. Is he still? Gotcha. One coin over there. Just don't jump when it's steaming. The haunted house. All coins collected. We can now play as Swampy, should we so wish. I should point out that these are all purely cosmetic. There is no advantage to playing as the main game's villain, because of course there isn't. This was a bad idea after Frogger 1. Why did you join her in the cage? There was no reason to. You could have let her out. He's selling board games with baby frogs in them. And now, for the final level, we play as Tad, the baby frog. It's still using the horror theme song though. Tad is actually one of the 4 characters you have unlocked by default for multiplayer / arcade mode. The others are Frogger and Lily, obviously, but also this one weird frog called Treeby. You see what I mean about auto-hop tending to cause more problems than it solves? Ooh, we might be causing some slight problems with all these vacuum tubes we keep riding through. Actually, I forgot to check what the mission goal for Tad was. Whoops. I mean, that pressure gauge is probably probably isn't controlling anything important, right? This actually reminds me a touch of the Magma Ironworks level, which I suppose makes sense. It has the same the Magma Ironworks theme in Frogger 1, which makes sense because this is just a giant machine. Swampy the game. Make sure to go through when it's not heavily... I'm sure that alarm is fine, but yeah, make sure it's not zapping when you go through. $5 coins, 25 coins. Windup. All coins collected, mini frogs available. So now we get little goofy cheats to use. 258, so you could do it in 2 minutes if you really want. What a delicate machine that you just push a few buttons on it and it suddenly goes haywire. Baby storage? Those lava graphics are quite unique. So long, Swampy. Serves you right. The end. We got a silver trophy, I guess. So yeah, that's Frogger 2. Although it's not all of it. We can use Frogger's Arcade to go back to areas, try and beat their achievements if we want. Or try to beat their high scores, I guess. Get coins where we didn't get all the coins. Oh man, so we only missed coins on 2 levels, huh? Maybe a bonus level where I show off the multiplayer stuff as well, but there's also super retro levels. These are a touch harder than standard levels, so we'll want to cover those in their own thing, but as it is, 1 hour isn't too bad, so either way, until next time guys, take care, we'll see you all around. Oh, actually, there's names for each chapter. Baby Frog Rescue, Separate Ways, Crocs Away, Big Bad Bugs, Toad Breaker, Frogs in Space, Swampy's Revenge, Trail of Terror, Swampy's Lair, The Good, The Tad, and The Ugly. Alright, so back to the closing screen. Till next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.